The Chuseok holidays are almost here, and many Koreans are looking forward to helping people in need. Trees this fall are expected to take on autumn tints 2 or 3 days later than usual. Rumors that North Korean leader Kim Jong-il is in bad condition has fueled speculation about the future of the Stalinist country. Hello and welcome to KBS World News Today. It's Friday, the 12th of September. The Chuseok holidays are almost here, and many Koreans are looking forward to helping people in need. The holidays are usually a time for family reunions, but others are sharing their time with strangers.
Mouth-watering Chuseok food sizzles in the pan to crisp light brown. Chuseok wouldn't be Chuseok without rice cakes with bean paste or honey filling called songpyeon. Skilled hands have made this songpyeon, which cannot look sweeter to the eye. Chuseok food is being prepared for needy families with the money made from selling used clothes.
외로우신 분들 돌아보면 그분들도 같이 서로 따뜻한 정을 느꼈으면 좋겠거든요. 그래서 조금이나마 이렇게 나눔을 느끼고자.
Before the food gets cold, it's rushed to an old woman who lives alone and has no relatives to spend the holidays with.
추석 잘 쓰시라고. 예. 제가 추석 잘 쓰세요. 예.
The food warms the hearts of the lonely and needy. The old woman's wrinkly face has brightened up thanks to these caring helpers.
이렇게 안 해갖고 오시고 그냥 말씀만 들어도 좋은데 다 해갖고 그냥 오셔서 뭐라고 말씀 못 드리겠어요. 감사해서.
The food was delivered to some 300 households, including elderly living alone and orphans. A bit of caring attention has given great joy to those who otherwise would have been doomed to a lonely and sad holiday.
Zoos are no longer off limits to the disabled and underprivileged. Cute animals from a children's zoo have taken to the disabled and children in welfare facilities.
This man is holding a tiger cub for the first time. He looks scared at first, but bonds with the animal in no time and even shakes hand with it. Squirrel monkeys play on people's head. Even pythons are popular here. From tiger and lion cubs to hedgehogs, rabbits, and goats, 25 cute animals have visited the welfare facility for the disabled. Zoos now visit people instead of vice versa. It's the first time the zoo animals have visited the facility for the disabled.
어린아이 수인데 그 친구들보다 더 너무 잘 만지시고 너무 좋아하시고 하니까 그게 제일 보람이 있었던 것 같아요.
This orphanage also receives animal guests from a zoo. Children are excited to see the animals. The underprivileged and disabled feel more lonely during the holidays. For orphans and the disabled, the visit of the zoo animal is a surprising but welcoming treat.
Trees this fall are expected to take on autumn tints 2 or 3 days later than usual, starting with those on Mount Sorak September 29th. The mountain's autumn tints are forecast to reach their peak around mid-October.
The color of tree leaves will slowly begin to change in northern mountain areas in about 2 weeks. Crimson and yellow will start to appear around September 27th in northern Gangwon province, including Mount Kumgang, and gradually move southwards. Mount Sorak will change colors from the 29th, higher mountains in central regions like Mount Chiak from early October, and Bukhan, Songni, and Jiri mountains from mid-October. This is 2 or 3 days later than usual.
9월과 10월의 평균 기온이 평년보다도 높을 것으로 예상이 돼서 단풍이 드는 시기는 평년보다도 늦어질 것으로 예상이 됩니다.
Autumn tints usually peak 20 days after the leaves start changing colors. 80% of the mountain is crimson and yellow. Mount Sorak is expected to reach its fall color peak around October 18th, and Mount Naejang, famous for its fall scenery, around November 11th. The Korea Meteorological Administration says this year's autumn leaves will be as beautiful as any other fall, thanks to a large gap in day and night temperatures and the right amount of precipitation.
A new plan will promote 9 promising sources of energy. The government will facilitate extensive investment in the green energy industry to achieve an advanced level of eco-friendly technology by 2012.
9 green energy areas have been selected as new growth engines, including solar energy and wind power. The competitive solar energy sector and 3 other alternative sources of energy will be first to receive immediate subsidies. 5 other energy areas needing further development, including hydrogen fuel cells, will be nurtured as next-generation technologies.
향후 5년간 약 3조 원을 투자를 해서 12년까지 선진국 수준에 접근하는 그런 기술력을 확보할 계획으로 있습니다.
Solar power generation has suffered from poor profitability. To raise profitability, its unit price will be lowered to the level of fossil fuels by 2020. 14 land-based wind power compounds will be built by 2012 to produce 1,000 megawatts of electricity. This is equal to the amount of the energy generated by 1 nuclear reactor. Power plants using the ebb and flow of the tides to produce energy will receive support as well. New tidal power plants will be built in the reclaimed Shihua Lake, Cheonsu Bay, and 4 other locations. To boost the use of the renewable energy sources, 3% of all generated power will be supplied from renewable energy by 2012. That figure will rise to 10% by 2020. Construction companies will also be required to use these environmental-friendly energy sources for 5 to 10% of energy consumption when building new cities or designing public buildings.
Rumors that North Korean leader Kim Jong-il is in bad condition has fueled speculation about the future of the Stalinist country. But no signs of disruption have appeared in the country's leadership yet.
5 major government bodies in North Korea have issued this week an unprecedented congratulatory message at the central briefing session of the 60th anniversary celebration of North Korea's founding. Experts say the message could have been North Korean officials swearing allegiance to their ailing leader. This shows Kim Jong-il maintains a firm grip on the country.
김정일 동지께 운명을 전적으로 의탁하고 장군님의 사상과 영도를 한마음 한뜻으로 받들어.
Seoul says no unusual activities have been detected in Pyongyang except for Kim's bad health. No noticeable increase was seen in military communication. Foreign guests also attended the well-rehearsed 60th anniversary celebration as usual. Certain analysts say the military leadership must have decided to stop the nuclear disablement process following Kim's stroke, hinting at a possible power struggle. But this assumption has been dismissed as unrealistic. Kim is still in control of the military and could even come back to continue his rule. Nonetheless, an unexpected turn of events could take place if Kim's return to power is delayed and a struggle ensues over who will take over.
Historical relics have been discovered at the former site of Dongdaemun Stadium in Seoul. Many of the found relics are from the Joseon dynasty.
This is the former site of Dongdaemun Stadium, which was torn down in May. A castle wall from Joseon dynasty is seen at where the former soccer field was. The relic is part of the Seoul Fortress wall exceeding 140 meters in length that had connected the old Joseon dynasty gates, Hungin-jimun and Gwanghwamun. The wall is known to have been torn down in 1920s due to construction.
성곽에 하부 토목공사 구조가 나온 거는 이번이 처음입니다. 그래서 이 유적은 정말 보존해야 되고 우리한테 역사적, 토목적, 건축적 가치가 굉장히 높은 건물입니다.
A lock gate that has been connected to the former capital's waterways in Cheonggye Stream was also found near its original condition. Relics of Joseon dynasty's military facility that had been known through historical materials have also been discovered. Many more historical relics have been found than expected, so excavation and investigation will likely be expanded.
유적 보존 대책 및 향후 계획에 대해서는 오늘 이후 다시 그 매장 문화재 분과나 사적 분과 심의를 통해서 문화재청 허가 이후 결정되기로 이제.
The Seoul city government plans to build a design plaza on the site by 2010. But this plan will likely change depending on how many of the relics will be preserved and what methods are applied.
Law enforcement officers in Los Angeles have attended a class to better understand Koreans and their culture. The city has the largest ethnic Korean population in the U.S.
Police officers listened to the rhythmic beat of a traditional Korean band. Then comes the elegant beauty of the traditional Korean attire, hanbok. A documentary gives the officer a better understanding about Korean culture and history. This event is being staged for Los Angeles police officers who serve in communities with ethnic Asian populations exceeding 30%.
안녕하세요. 고맙습니다. And that's a couple others, but still working on it.
The day-long training session breaks for lunch. The Korean beef ribs kalbi are served.
Everything. I love kimchi. So it's a nice lunch. Thank you.
This event is the first of its kind to help LA officers serving the Korean American community gain a better understanding of Korean culture and immigrants.
I'm deeply appreciative of the time and effort that's been put forth from the Korean community to put on this important training. And I hope that this training is not only the first, but it's the beginning of many more training like this in the future.
The Korean Cultural Center in Los Angeles will hold more programs for police officers and firefighters to mark the opening of a police station in Koreatown next year.
Autumn is a great time for enjoying music and art. Here's a look at a jazz concert and a photo exhibition that opened this month.
Before the day I met you.
The haunting songs penetrate the soul like moonlight. The low, seductive voice captivates the audience with its sensuality. Female singer Eun-san has been performing with Korea's first generation of jazz singers since her debut 12 years ago. She is considered the most promising next-generation jazz singer in Korea. Eun-san says that her fourth and latest album is a new experience for her. The songs are more mellow and easy to listen to than her previous songs, which accentuated her husky voice. Eun-san plans to perform new songs as well as love songs perfect for fall in her latest concert, Autumn in Jazz. A photo exhibition traces Korea's modern history from liberation to the new millennium. The photos show the devastation of the Korean War, extreme poverty in the post-war period, and the harsh lives of the Korean people. The photos also convey the long-lasting scars of ideological division and democratization. Some 160 photographs taken by leading Korean photographers over the past 60 years are being displayed at the exhibition. The event shows how photography was used to preserve pieces of history and how its method have changed over the years. These photographs take people back through the turbulent yet eventually triumphant modern history of the Korean people.
Korea's greatest holiday, Chuseok, starts this weekend. But big family reunions and overwhelming food preparation are more of a headache than a joyful celebration to most women, who tend to work through the holiday with rarely a moment of rest. Here are some ways to relieve overworked women during this holiday weekend. Around this time of the year, a large number of Korean housewives suffer from the so-called holiday syndrome. It's a series of symptoms like pounding headache and the feeling of dread suffered by housewives around big traditional holidays.
두근두근거리지. 쳐다보기가 카렌다 보기가 싫다고. 명절 다 오는 게 두려워서.
가족들이 모여서 음식해서 먹는 것도 좋지만 가정 죽으면 그런 거 돌아오는 게 음식 만드는 게 제일 스트레스 쌓이는 거.
Last year, homemaker Park Jung-mi's family decided to each prepare a dish for the holiday dinner. This has lightened the load for Park and made the holiday food preparation a much simpler affair.
전이나 뭐 생선, 나물 이런 걸 따로 준비해서 모이면 훨씬 더 편하고요. 일단 모여서 만드는 것보다 이제 각자 경제적인 부담도 좀 줄게 되고 그다음 시간도 절약되고.
It goes without saying that her husband does his part in holiday preparation. He goes grocery shopping together and does the dishes after big meals. House cleaning has become a family affair. Lee Nam-kyung's family has a slightly different plan for this Chuseok holiday. They have decided to have a holiday dinner at a Korean restaurant to escape from the pressure of food preparation. After dining out, they are thinking about visiting an old royal palace. It's a special Chuseok event all family members can look forward to.
명절마다 하나씩 작은 이벤트를 만들어서 휴가처럼 보낼 예정이에요. 여름 휴가 계획을 하고 또 그 기간 동안 설레이고 하잖아요. 그것처럼 명절도 이번 명절에는 뭘 할 수 있다는 그런 기다림 같은 거, 설레임 그런 걸 만들고 싶어요.
In most Korean homes, housewives are the ones left with the overwhelming tasks of cooking large holiday meals and cleaning up afterwards. It's better to stand or sit on a chair when cooking to prevent injury or backache. Also, shifting your posture every 30 minutes would help relieve the stiffness. This year, even the Ministry of Gender Equality has proposed a set of ideas to prevent the holiday syndrome. They are not that hard to follow. Having smaller meals, husbands accompanying wives in grocery shopping and dishwashing, and complimenting wives on a job well done. According to one survey, 50% of housewives said they wish that there were no holidays. If everyone in the family pitched in and shared the load, holidays would truly be a time of celebration even for housewives. Here are today's economic indicators and the weather. That's it for this edition of KBS World News Today. Have a nice weekend and wonderful Chuseok, and thank you for watching.